More than 50 British children are among those being trained by Islamic State in Syria, according to a UK-based counter-extremism think tank. And despite the ongoing fight against ISIL, the terror group says jihadi ideology is here to stay and that it's going to spread too across Europe. Polly Boyker's following the story.
This is the next generation of terrorists, the children of foreign fighters in Islamic State territory in Syria and Iraq. Some as young as 7 or 8, being indoctrinated and trained in special camps. In its latest report, Europol has warned of the threat that foreign fighters' children pose. ISIL's so-called cubs of the caliphate are taught to hate the West from birth and are given homework like this, practicing decapitation on their toys. Europe's law enforcement agency is concerned that desensitized and radicalized foreign children will eventually return home.
In their propaganda, ISIS has often shown that they train these minors to become the next generation of foreign terrorist fighters, which may pose a future security threat to member states.
Member or not, Britain is at threat as well. This propaganda video features a 4-year-old brought to Syria as a baby from London. According to the UK-based Quilliam Foundation, there are more than 50 British children living in the so-called caliphate. The same research found that there are an estimated 31,000 pregnant women living under ISIL control. The propaganda message of images like this is clear. You can bomb us, but our ideology is here to stay.
That is the only source of information that they're going to have. That is going to be their reality, what they've been fed from a very, very early age. And that becomes very problematic. A lot of those kids are ultimately going to be dispersed into whatever societies that they ultimately came from. If they continue along that path, if they continue along with that ideological orientation, then I think that you have a much bigger problem.
On the streets of London, there are concerns about the next generation of foreign fighters with British passports.
I can see where the danger may lie if we don't tackle the problem now.
Send someone in to get them out.
Religion is not about conquest, it's about sharing and understanding. And I don't know how you can force that down people's throats. Long, hard battle.
Hopefully humanitarian aid will go in and rescue these children or help out the general population over there.
The UK government's been accused of failing to implement a strategy for the rehabilitation and re-education of British Islamic State-raised children. It's a question that looms as these children grow older. If ISIL is eventually defeated and driven out of its territories, what happens to the next generation? The British and European citizens ingesting lessons on martyrdom and jihad, along with mother's milk. Polly Boyker, RT, London.
Meantime, the head of London's Metropolitan Police has already warned that it's not a matter of if, but when a terror attack will strike Britain. He also said the country's fearful after the recent events in Europe.